Man, got around. OG Silver back here, guys. And I guess I'm going to stick to the whole thing, no victory and glory, because there's a lot going on. My mom's husband came home from the convalescent home. He's like an invalid, so we got to take care of him and stuff. And, he's got a lot of medical needs and equipment and stuff, so just the dynamics have changed. But I wanted to keep you guys informed and on a positive path to correct your behavior so that you don't become incarcerated. So with that being said, we're going to be picking them up Thursday when we prepare the house and stuff. And just a lot to do. So I know for a couple of days I'm just going to be giving you guys some, I guess you call them refeeds or uploads from my past videos, whether it's martial arts or acting or being a personal trainer or a bodyguard or a bouncer or maybe some kickboxing training, whatever it is. I'm gonna keep you guys, man, educated and informed. So continue to support the channel and the mission, and then once I have those two situated, I'll start uploading some more fresh content. Without further ado, I'm going to topic of today's video, which is the difference between an inmate versus a convict in maximum security prison. And this is important because I get a lot of feeds in my YouTube algorithm. So I got a feed from this dude named, what's the dude's name, man? The After Prison Show, man. So guys, I'm not trying to have smoke with anybody, dude. I'm 63 now. I turned 63 a couple of weeks ago. And I don't know, dude. It's like when I turned 50, I got more into the giving back to society, like trying to help youngsters to not make the mistakes I made, giving 10 years of my life, the prime of my life, in the belly of the beast, dude, seeing the most horrible, horrific things that have scarred my personality and psyche. There's something wrong with me, man. Like, I've been back here visiting with some of my family members I haven't seen for 30, 40 years, dude. Because I left back east when I was 17. I got released from Maximum Security Youth Authority prison at 16. I went in there from 14 to 16. Prior to that, I was in and out. Just on some savage madness, urbanization, the urbanization of the globe, just on some wild street stuff, right? 16, I got out playing ball, trying to straighten my life out, get away from the streets, broke my leg playing football, lost my scholarships, went right back into the life of crime. Dude, it's funny how you resort back to what you're most comfortable with based on your paradigm. But then the judge gave me an opportunity. This was back in the 80s, man. The judge was tired of just locking dudes up. And he said, I've seen your whole career as a juvenile. You've been in and out, but now you're 17, about to turn 18. The next time I see you, you're going to end up in maximum security prison, my friend, for a long time. So you need to reevaluate your life, man. So you want to keep down this path, you want to join the military. So I joined the military. And I left back east. And I'm sharing this with you guys, man. You guys who live on the East Coast, you guys who are in impoverished neighborhoods. And I'm just trying to be your friend, man. If you can, get away from the East Coast, man. The East Coast is on some savage shit. Now, I've been down south. Down south is more some impoverished type of stuff. Yeah, they got gangsters there, but they're more like survival, like poor type dudes. I'm not trying to have smoke with people from down south. I'm just telling you different. Back east, it's a hustle and bustle of getting paid by dominating other people, robbing and kidnapping. Look at the movie Paid in Full, man. Look at the movie Dead Presidents, man. So I'm just saying, it's a very aggressive environment. And being back here and seeing my family members I haven't seen in a while. And I love my family members, but they never left here, dude. And I'm just telling you, I talked to one of my brothers who left early like me. When he was like 18, he left. And he's in North Carolina. we can understand the difference of the mentality. So I'm just sharing with you youngsters, man, the first thing you do, move from back east, even if you just move like maybe to southeast, like Florida, you know what I'm saying? But the hard northeast, it's a recipe for disaster, and to go to maximum security prison, man, or death. And if you can, go to the Midwest, man, go to the West Coast, dude, man, go to another country, start traveling. But anyway, man, I wanted to make this video because I watched the After Prison show, and I'm trying to share with you guys, dude. My channel is about reality, the hard, cold facts, and tough love, dude. You might not want to hear about the butt grape, getting your manhood taken and all that stuff, but this is the reality. You go to maximum security prison, nothing but sodomites, perverts, and homosexuals, dude. Demonically possessed homosexuals, dude. But the reason I'm bringing this up, the After Prison show, man, he makes a comedy out of going to prison. He's got a lot of viewers because of his comedy. He's very entertaining. But see, that's the whole thing. He's glorifying prison. Whenever you're laughing about a situation, you give light to something that's very grave. There's nothing light and funny about Max Security. But then I watched the show. He's only been to minimum security, so that's why I had to make this video. The major difference between an inmate versus a convict in maximum security prison. So let me start from the beginning. An inmate is basically, dude, it's a person that, I was an inmate. Your first time we're getting in trouble, and you're pretty green. You don't know the rules and the regulations. You're not institutionalized. You may be a carpenter, dude, or a janitor, or heck, an airplane mechanic, or an accountant, or a banker. You know what I mean? Maybe even a doctor. And you made one bad decision and you ended up in maximum security prison, dude. And it's your first time. Your eyes are open, dude. Your eyes are open through the veil of the Matrix, dude. And you get to see the reality of America for what it is, which is modern day slavery. And what happens, dude, back in the slavery days, the biggest, strongest bucks survived, dude. And the weak ones died off. Whether you watch the movie The Django, where they had the Mandingo fighters, man, the biggest, strongest survive. The weak ones are killed off. And that's why a lot of African Americans are physical specimens, because through evolution of slavery, only the strongest survive, dude. And so, you know, an inmate, you can tell because he's a new dude. He's the one you call fresh meat, because in maximum security prison, they can tell when you've done time before or you're on some savage stuff. And most guys on the street, don't get me wrong, you guys will protect your family and loved ones to the best of your ability. And this is why I used to ask you guys to join my Patreon. I no longer are teaching the courses on Patreon, but I always encourage you guys to. And I met a dude, and I went to Walmart with my mom the other day. I helped her do shopping because she can't lift her bags and stuff. And it's just getting old is hard, man. And there was this young dude in there walking down the aisle throwing punches and stuff, bobbing and weaving. Very muscular dude, cauliflower ear. And I said, I can see you about that life. He's like, yeah, man, all through high school and college, I boxed and wrestled. And I didn't make it to the WWE, you know what I mean? And I didn't make it as a professional boxer, so now I'm just the stalker. I stock the shelves. But, you know, I still train. I was like, no, I can dig it. And he made me reevaluate my thing when I was telling you the best combat sports for prison or for self-defense, I think, is boxing and wrestling. And one of my value subscribers made a comment on one of my videos, and I forget your name, but you were right. If you could only take two, I would say boxing and wrestling, because those two you can pretty much defend against a lot of things. Me personally, I would say kickboxing and wrestling, but I could see the beauty of just being in your boxing with your wrestling, because you could probably take down a karate dude or a taekwondo dude, or, you know, even an MMA dude. Whereas I like kickboxing better because it's all about range. It's all about long range, medium range, short range. To me, long range is like kicking, pow, pow. Medium range is punching, boop, 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 boop. in short ranges, knees and elbows, because you close quarters combat like in a cell in prison. So back to what I was saying, man. You know, the inmates, dude, is like a first timer, and you're doing a little bit of time. See, this is the difference between a convict and inmate. Inmate, it's your first time. You're not a repeat offender. You're new to the system. You got a little bit of time, like the after prison shows. So you go on these level 1, level 2 prisons, like your boy Wes Watson, and you coming on here fabricating all these stories, like your boy Jay Williams. You've been in level 2 prison. You ain't been to prison. You're an inmate, dude. Because inmates, man, you are not institutionalized. How do I say this to you? It takes 5 years of continuous time for you to be, what's that word called? Assimilated, like the Borg. So your first year, you're just getting used to being incarcerated. Your second year, you're getting used to the environment. Your third year, you kind of know what time it is. The fourth year, it's the regular program. The fifth year, you understand, this is my life. There's no more humanity. It's all animalism, barbarism, satanic devil worship. You got to go to the dark side. So in my opinion, that's the difference between an inmate and a convict. The inmate is basically a first-timer, not a repeat offender, not institutionalized, does not really know prison politics, or he doesn't live by a convict code. He's more likely to snitch and to work with the police and correctional officers because he doesn't understand the rules of engagement. So let's go on to the deadlier one, the convict. A convict, man, basically is a repeat offender. And I'm not proud of this, but I met with some of my cousins, dude, on my dad's side, the Puerto Rican side, and dude, they've been institutionalized, locked up. Like when I was a kid, and I'm not going to blame it on them, it's just let's blame it on the streets, but there was a couple of my cousins I would associate with because we went to the same schools and we played sports together. We lived on the same street, and I was in and out of reform school. I have to take responsibility, but bad association spoils useful habits, meaning that you have to be careful who you associate with, because I tell a lot of these young girls, you know, you like these drug dealers and gang members, but see, when you associate with these guys, the drama they have in their life becomes part of your life, and while you might like drama, you're not going to like the drama they bring in. And I'm not going to tell you any names, but I knew a young girl, she was associating with a blood dude, and then they was having a family barbecue cooking out. She got a young baby by this dude. Her grandmother's there, her mother's there, the whole family's there. Her family's on the square side. Some Crips come, do a drive-by, shoot up the whole barbecue party. Out of everybody, they only end up killing the baby and the grandma. They didn't even hit the blood dude and his homies. You know what I mean? So here you got innocent people and a grandmother, this lovely old lady, she and the baby dude. And now the girl's distraught. And I had told her, and she's in my family, I told her, you can't be messing with these dudes because the drama they bring, you ain't ready for it. Yeah, you be watching, what's that girl's name? City Red and Meg Thee Stallion and all that. They perpetrating that thug life. You want to be with these thugs. You ain't ready for the life, the drama they bring, because your life going to be ended. So a convict basically is a repeat offender, dude. He's institutionalized. He's got recidivism. These are the guys that are the booty bandits, man. Why? Like I said, when you're a convict, you've done over 5 years. You're talking about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. I'm not around any women, dude. It's just the natural proclivity, and you youngsters don't understand that. When there is a lack of water, you will drink urine. That's true. So what does that mean? Man, if there's no women around, you're a young dude, you got a boner, you got these flaming gay dudes walking around, homosexuals, transvestites, dude, down low dudes, you're going to be par for the course, gay for the stay. As I made a video, once you go back door, you're not going to be front door no more. You might go through the motions. Why do you think so many young dudes have erectile dysfunction, dude, and They have problems with romantic relationships with young girls because they're institutionalized. They're booty bandits. They're convicts. That's where if you look up the word convict, a slang for that is a thug. The convict man understands prison politics because he plays the game. He knows not to talk to the police. Now, this dude, after prison shows talking about convicts don't snitch, that's not true. I've seen some convicts snitch. I've even had some convicts in my cell asking me questions because I'm not proud of this, but the feds was investigating me. But I've always been, this has been my personality. Even when I was a young boy, I've been very aggressive and abrasive and just a savage. And the feds were like, hey, tell us about your family members, you know, because you got family members that's involved in the Latin Kings. And I tell them, suck my balls, man, fuck you. I don't know what you're talking about. So I didn't play ball with the feds. So then some convicts was in my cell trying to ask me about my familiar association, my family members that are in the Latin Kings and all that. And I was like, dude, why you all up in my business like that, man? And I break the dude off because convicts be trying to get information so they can snitch too, so they can get more trays or a better job or anything. They just are the guards be slipping them drugs or weapons, man. I don't know. But a convict man is basically, dude, he's a hardened criminal, dude. This is his life, whether he's a gang member, OG, this is the life that he's living. This is even when he's in, he's planning on doing some dirt or some crimes when he gets out. When he's in prison, he's uplifting the prison politics, trying to climb up the fucking hierarchy, trying to become the shot caller or the key holder, like he's playing that game. Watch the movie Shot Caller, man. And what's the movie that had Val Kilmer in it? I think it's called Felon. See, guys, I just want to be transparent with you, dude. Yes, I'm from the hood, so I'm a hood dude. But my mom was a good person. She made us go to school, go to church, play sports. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing. But the street, man, the street calls you. It's like a siren, dude. Like the sirens from, what's it called? Homer's Odyssey. The sirens in the sea that call to the sailors to make them jump overboard. I guess they're mermaids. The street, man, that calls you, dude. And that's why I tell parents, the number one thing you can do to your kids is not live in the hood. And so, yeah, I was a square dude, but I'm from the hood. I grew up fighting 5 times to school every day, fighting at school 5 times on the way home, fighting at basketball games, football games, baseball games. Ended out of reform school because I was poor. But then I joined the military, so even though I'm a square dude, I'm from the hood. And I street fight a lot, man. So even when I went to the pen, I wasn't fresh meat because I know the game, but I wasn't a convict because I didn't get involved with prison politics, homosexuality, gambling, drugs, extortion, none of that, dude. So why? Because that's not my life, dude. I made a bad choice. So I'm here telling you youngsters, man, correct your behavior, control your emotions, watch your associations, man, and square up and just be a square dude. So if you like this type of content, the realness and the rawness, thumbs up the video, leave a comment, man. Like, click the first link in the description. Go to the After Prison show and tell me in the comments what you think the difference is between my channel and his channel. And I'm not talking about his entertaining editing and his fucking, his joking around and all that. I'm talking about the seriousness of maximum security prison here opposed to the minimum security there. And he's glorifying that shit. Leave a comment there if you subscribe to his channel. And most importantly, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit notification all bell, because like I said, we're going to have to be taking care of another person. So it's going to be a couple of days for I upload again. But just wanted to keep you guys educated, man, and illuminated. And telling you, always take the path of righteousness. If you got a fork in the road, one's toward light and one's toward darkness, always go to the light. So until next time, OG Silverback out.